Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome back to a video a day. I am in the car on the way home from work. Went into the office and I got a lot done today actually, but I want to first apologize that I did not make a video yesterday. I don't know why. I improved. Video day is kind of tough just in terms of just finding a spot to record and also finding a spot to and then just having an opportunity to edit the video as well. But we're going to get to it. We're going to keep going, video a day. Hopefully, we won't make 365 all the way, but we will keep pressing towards the goal. So hope everybody is doing well today. What's in the news? So in the news today, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ceremony, homecoming ceremony for former president of the United States, 39th president of the United States, Jimmy Carter. One of the things that I enjoyed most today about that service, I watched it as I was at work, was just the music was absolutely beautiful. One of the songs that they sung towards the opening was a song called "The Road Home." I don't believe I had ever heard that piece before, but it was just a fantastic piece, and I really enjoyed listening to it. They also performed "Be Still My Soul," and as well as the Navy hymn. And just a really great rendition of all of those songs. Paid amazing tribute to President Carter and his lifetime of service, literally a lifetime of service, not only as the 39th president of the United States, but as a citizen after that, and providing services to if probably hundreds and hundreds of thousands through his Habitat for Humanity work that he did and engaged in. And Amazing Grace was also performed, and it was an excellent rendition of that song as well. So I also enjoyed just hearing the personal stories from his grandsons and from former colleagues of him through their children, because some of them have passed away. So for example, Walter Mondale's son, Vice President Mondale, who was President Carter's vice president, his son spoke, and then there was also Gerald Ford's son, I believe it was his son, also spoke. And so it was just really great, and also hearing just the friendship between Gerald Ford and President Carter as well. And then to hear the President of the United States, Joseph Biden, speak was also great to hear, and just to hear the stories of the stories and the work that that President Carter did, not only during his time in office, but just in his lifespan here on Earth. I tell you, the other thing that I was really just I don't know the word that I'm looking for, but I did enjoy seeing all of the former presidents in attendance today, and whatever it really showed, and I really need for people on both sides of the party, both sides of the aisle, in both parties, and those in the center, the extreme left, the extreme right, whatever you want to call them. I need them to see that moment where, all politicians are going to put on a show when they're trying to directly talk to their people being their party. But they can come together, and they do come together, and it's okay to do that. It's okay to engage with people that you disagree with. And, but knowing that you can come together in times and recognition in times like this, and be able to sit next to each other. I realized all they did was sit next to each other. I know the media is pulling apart. The media and socials are pulling apart all of that. Whatever the conversation was between former President Barack Obama and President-elect Donald Trump, they're trying to pull that apart. But it is good for civility. It is good for civility. All people living out here in the sticks, in the woods, and they think that this is how these politicians act on a daily basis. That is not how they act. And so it is good to see civility. It is good to see, because what it does is it shows humanity. It shows that that there is more to who we are as humans, and how we speak to each other, and how we engage with each other, and how we navigate each other, and how we build relationships with each other. And that is so important. And so I need people to step back and look at that moment, and just take a look at that moment. So that's all there work wise today. Looked at a few data sets, pulled down some things, analyzed some data sets, sent a couple of emails, prepared some inventory for some computers that I need to get out to a couple of schools next week, because I wanted to make sure that I was all set. And so that's what I did in terms of just engaging with the work for today. Also had a team meeting, which was great. What else did I do? I had a little lunch. So that's really today was really just kind of diving into data at the different schools that I serve, and the students that are hold on. All right, so I had to take a phone call, but I promise you, as I told you, there's no editing of this other than me splicing these two videos together. And I was talking about my work day. So yeah, pretty good work day. I metroed into work. It was definitely cold this morning when I woke up. I think on my little app on my phone, it said 17 degrees, but the feels like was -1 degree. So it was definitely cold today, navigating and walking to the metro, and then walking from the metro to the office. But we made it. I was bundled up nice and warm. Kids also went back to school today. They went back to school on a 2-hour delay, which is good. They were actually, I think they were really excited to go back to school. They had been off since before Christmas break. Because they hadn't returned yet. So, and then with the winter storm that came in, it just prolonged. It prolonged different things. Let me tell you something. I just wanted to give y'all a piece of advice. If you are in this new wintry storm area, if you're in the area, look, I want to give you a piece of advice. Here's my piece of advice. If you drive any, there are new potholes. So be aware. Just because I do not want you out there tearing your car up. There are potholes in places that you have driven over for the last 11 months. There ain't been no potholes. Now there are potholes there. So because winter brings about new potholes whenever there's a snowstorm and they have to plow. So just know that there are new potholes, and they are, some of them are big. So just be careful out there. Speaking of the winter storm, look, folks, many regions of the country have different laws as it relates to taking care of your sidewalk. Again, it's about humanity, about taking care of your sidewalk in front of your house. And that was probably one of the most disturbing things this morning that I noticed, is that in a region of the country where many children walk to school, there was a lot of sidewalks that were in front of people's homes that had not been taken care of. And so it was disappointing. It's really disappointing. I know that in certain regions, there's places you can actually call the city, you can call the county. If you are unable to do it yourself, you'll be able to call and they can send someone out to do it for you. Usually it doesn't cost you anything. There's also, going back to humanity, right? If your neighbor needs some help, pitch in, give a little help, a little bit. So that was a little disappointing, but I know we're going to do better. I know as a people we're going to do better. We're not going to continue with this narrative that we don't have no wits about us, because we do. We care about things, and I know that we care about each other. We got to get back to that. We got to start letting people who have no connection to us tell us how to react and how to respond, so that they can get a vote. I'll just say it like that, so they can get a vote. Again, that's on both sides of the aisle. That's in both parties. All right, so what's happening? So tonight, in terms of sports, Notre Dame, Penn State, they going at it down in Tampa for an opportunity to go and play in the national championship football game. So hopefully you'll be able to check it out if you are a sports person. If you're not a sports person, that's okay. It is okay if you're not a sports person. And I'm going to tell you why. Even if you're not a sports person, I know that you truly care about the world. No, I'm just playing. Look, take a look. Tomorrow night is Ohio State and why can I not think of who I was thinking about? Ohio State and University of Texas. My bad. So University of Texas and Ohio State, they're going to get at it tomorrow night. I love a little Friday night football. Look, I went to college back when Thursday night football was kind of just getting a thing on Sports Center, on ESPN, I'm sorry. And Conference USA used to have the contract. Man, this is back when Conference USA was... I have to go look and see if my college is no longer in Conference USA. They probably stayed too long in the conference. But that's a story for another day. Conference USA, man, that was a different time. And so back when I was when I was in college. So if you I lost train of thought. Thursday night football, Friday night football, it's good stuff. So I'm excited about seeing the games tonight and tomorrow night on television. Today I dove into Job 14, 15, and 16 this morning before I went to work. And I don't remember the exact phrase, but Job basically tells his friends that they're worthless because of how they're trying to get him to respond to all the things happening in his life. And so it's a really good opportunity to really reflect, as I was reading, really to reflect on how we deal with things in our own lives, and who are those people who we have surrounded ourselves with that are championing our lives and rooting us on from the sidelines and rooting us on in person and coming around and sending us those encouraging notes. So I don't know you, I may not know you, but look, I hope that if ever there need be a moment in life where you needed an encouraging thought or an encouraging prayer from me, that you would feel like you could reach out to me. And as you get to know me more, I hope that you'll feel comfort in and find comfort in that. So look, I already think this video's probably gone too long. I'm at a little hit a little bit of traffic. It's all right. It's okay. It's what I'm used to in this area. Have a great evening. Have a great day. Whatever you're doing, go be great at it, because you are great. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not. Work to your fullest, and I'll see you in the next video.